So last week I did a story time about the time I saved my best friend's life and then I never spoke to her again. And I've since deleted that video and I wanted to explain to you guys why. And I also wanted to clear the air about a few things. But before I do that, I want to say something and I want to say it with my chest. I do not apologize for what I said. I do not apologize for the way that I said it. And I'm not going to sit here and be a fake ass bitch and act as though I need to now sit down here and be one of those influencers who are like, I would like to apologize for the way that I spoke, in that I don't apologize. That's exactly how I felt. That's exactly how I feel. And I'm just a real ass bitch. I can't be anything other than real. And I'm not going to sit up here and be fake with y'all and try to fake apologize because some people are upset at the delivery in that video. I said what I said and I would say it again. Okay? Like what I said to her is exactly how I feel to her. What I said to her and about her. With that being said, if you missed the story time, I'm going to say it again in 27 seconds rather than 27 minutes because that's how long the story time initially was. So basically, I have a best friend. She was my best friend. Let me just say that. I had a best friend who was one of my bridesmaids. It wasn't Tiana, it wasn't Shamina, and it wasn't Amanda. If you want to do the math, you go ahead and do the math. Long story short, I think personally that this person has a drinking problem. I've come to them a number of times to tell them, hey, I think you have a problem. If you need help, I'm here to help you. Like, I have resources. I have people who I know that can really help you out of this tough situation. I was always ignored. I was always declined. I was always pushed aside when I tried to help this person. With that being said, she's not a diagnosed alcoholic. I just personally think that she drinks excessively. So I can sit here and admit that I think that she has some sort of drinking problem, but to what level, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. So long story short, I had a get together of 5 people on a Wednesday. This was in no celebration of anything. It wasn't a party. It wasn't a kickback. It was just people at my house. 5 people at my house on a Wednesday, okay? And my best friend, who we're gonna call Shot, got so drunk this night because she is just a very excessive drinker, that she threw up on my carpet. The carpet needed to be replaced. She ignored me for 7 months. And within those 7 months of her ignoring me, she changed her Instagram name to Fuck Your Carpet. Mind you, she did that while she was sober. She changed her username to Fuck Your Carpet while sober, while knowing that I'm trying to get my carpet replaced because of what she did. Might I add, when she threw up on my carpet, I found her face first in the vomit, not breathing, with her lips purple, and I saved her life. So after I saved her life, she ignored me for 7 months and changed her Instagram username to Fuck Your Carpet. I hope we're all on the same page right here. I hope we all understand what's going on. After the 7 months passed, I reached out to her via Instagram after one of my members on YouTube asked me if the video that I made about that situation on my members only channel was about Shot, because Shot's username is now Fuck Your Carpet. So when I saw that, I reached out to her. She called me, she cried, she explained that I'm such a great person, such a great friend, and I didn't deserve any of this, and that she just wanted my attention. Then she ended up sending me $500 out of the $1,000 that she owed me. And then when I asked her for the next $500 a few weeks or months later, she told me that $500 is enough and she doesn't plan on paying me that next $500. So that was basically the story. Now, you see how annoyed I am right now. I was way more annoyed in the initial story, and I was way more angry in the initial story, and I'm still angry and annoyed right now, but I feel like in the initial story, like, you could really feel my energy. Like, I was very upset. I was very loud. I was on the verge of screaming because this person who I've known for 20 years not only disappointed me, they disrespected me, and they keep making the wrong choices over and over and over again since I've known them in kindergarten, okay? So now you might be wondering, why were people upset? I completely understand why people are upset, which is why I want to clear the air. In that initial video, my delivery was very much, you're drinking, you're drunk all the time, you make stupid choices, you're dumb, you're stupid. Like, that's the energy I was giving her. Shot, my ex-best friend. So while I'm telling this story, I'm very much getting at her for always being drunk. And I feel like people who watch that video who may have a dependency issue, whether it's drugs, alcohol, whatever the case may be, felt attacked as well, even though I'm talking about this specific person. And if you were one of those people who felt offended or were triggered by the way I was speaking to her, I need you to listen to me right now. I want to first say that I'm well aware of alcoholism, of dependent and non-dependent alcoholism. I know someone in my life who's an actual diagnosed alcoholic who cannot eat, sleep, breathe without alcohol. They get shivers, chills, vomit, throw up, feel sick, hospitalized because they are trying to get sober. I understand it to a great extent, okay? I need to let you guys know that because some people are trying to educate me on it, but I'm well educated. And you would think that because I know someone in my real life who's an alcoholic, I would be more gentle or more kind or less aggressive and less blunt with shots when talking about the situation. But the thing is, you can be an alcoholic, you can have a dependency issue, whether that's drugs, alcohol, whatever kind of substance. You can have those issues and still be a good person. Do you get what I'm saying? Being an alcoholic does not immediately mean that you are this disrespectful, disgusting human being. So when I'm saying these things about this specific person, I feel like viewers who are somehow connected to alcoholism felt as though I was judging them or judging the people they love who are also going through alcoholism. She, in my eyes, has an alcohol issue, but she is not a diagnosed alcoholic. But let's just say for the sake of everyone that she was a diagnosed alcoholic. That does not excuse the things that she did to me and other people while sober. That does not excuse the things that she did while she was drunk. If she was a diagnosed alcoholic, that doesn't mean that I have to give her grace. That doesn't mean that I have to be kind with my words in the way that I speak to her when I've had to deal with things that she's done to me while drunk and while sober. That doesn't mean I need to have compassion for her, especially when I had to deal with things that she's done to me since the beginning of time. And a lot of people might be wondering, so why were you her friend then? It was all about time. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I love hard. When I love someone, I love hard, and I give people multiple chances when they don't deserve it, especially when it comes to people in my life who I've known for so long. So some people watching who know someone or is going through alcoholism may have felt offended by the way that I was speaking to her and her alcohol issues. But I want to say, how you or someone you loved ended up in the position that they're in right now is in no way related to Shad. I don't know your story. I don't know your traumas. I don't know your struggles or why you ended up depending on alcohol to deal with your issues or how you ended up in the position that you're in. I have no clue. I only know this person and their story. I don't know you and your story. And it's so easy to watch that video and feel like Paris would judge me because I'm an alcoholic. I absolutely would not, because I don't know your story. I'm harsh and I'm blunt and I'm very forward when I'm talking about Shad because I know her. I've known her for 20 years. I don't take back what I said or how I said it. But the reason I deleted the video is because my intentions were not to trigger, upset, or offend anyone who's going through any type of alcohol dependency issues. But what I said about her, I'll say it again. And although the nature of the first initial video was about her drinking and about her throwing up on my carpet because she was drunk and me explaining how she's drunk all the time, blah, 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 the main reason I'm not her friend is because of a decision she made while she was sober, which was to change her username to Fuck Your Carpet, which was to ignore me for 7 months. Her best friend that she's known since kindergarten, her best friend who would fight anybody in a room for her, and she knows it. But for some reason, I'm supposed to give her grace and I'm supposed to be kinder to her and I shouldn't speak to her the way that I did. Y'all know me better than that. I'm too real. We're talking about the same girl who wrote Paris is a FAG on my mother's front door when we were younger. Her front door for all of my neighbors to see in permanent marker. Paris is a FAG. I did a whole story time about it and I'm pretty sure I saved her face by changing FAG to like stupid or dumb or something like that. No, it is what it is. That's what it was. That's what was written on the door. Was she drunk then? Absolutely not. There are so many instances of her while sober that should have ended with me ending our friendship. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to say, if you have alcoholism and you felt offended by that video, I need you to not put yourself in the same boat as this girl, because alcoholism does not equal a shitty person. Alcoholism does not equal stupid decisions while sober. Alcoholism does not equal a bad friend. But listen, if you are in this situation and you feel like you would change your username to fuck your carpet after you ruined your best friend's carpet in her brand new home that she just bought, and you feel like you would ignore her for 7 months, then sure, feel however you want to feel, because me and you would not get along in real life anyways. So, but if you or someone you love is going through alcoholism and you're like, yeah, I have my issues, I have my traumas, and I turn to alcohol to feel better, or whatever your story is, I don't know what your story is. If you have a story to tell and traumas you've been through, and you're hurting and trying to fight this addiction, first of all, I see you. And I pray for your recovery. I pray for your good health. I pray that God sees you through and life turns around for you. And if you're going through all of that, but you're also saying, I or someone I love would never, ever act that way if they were in this situation, all of my harshness, my bluntness, my realness is directed only to her, because I don't know your story. And I apologize to anyone who may have felt triggered. I just wanted to share my experience with this person who has made my life a living hell. And yes, emotions were high, but everything I said is truly how I felt. I don't know how else to explain myself. And also, I want to clear up one more thing. In that story, I said she has nothing to celebrate, and somehow someone turned that into me saying she has nothing to celebrate in her life. That is not what I meant at all. When I said she has nothing to celebrate, I'm talking about when she's drinking, she has nothing to celebrate. She's not celebrating a birthday, an anniversary. She's not celebrating a person, a place, a thing. She's just drinking. That's what I meant when I said she has nothing to celebrate. But people twisted my words around and made it seem as though I'm trying to say that her life is worthless. That's not what I'm saying at all. And there's so much more that I could say, but I feel like everything that I needed to say, I just said. And this may not be the video that some people were offended wanted to see, but this is like authentically me. This is authentically Paris, authentically me. This is exactly what I would be saying to my friend if my friend came to me and was like, Paris, the way you were talking about shot, like it hit home for me because my dad is an alcoholic. This is exactly how I'd be talking to my friend. So I'm talking to you guys like you guys are my friends, and you can take what I say and understand where I'm coming from, and understand that I'm not coming from a place of hatred towards people who have substance abuse issues, because that's obviously not the case. I'm coming from a place of I don't like this girl. I know everything there is to know about her. She's not a diagnosed alcoholic. She has alcohol problems in my eyes. She doesn't think she has a problem at all. And I speak to her and about her out of anger, frustration, disappointment, and thinking about all the disrespect and all of the times that she has done things to me and other people where she did not deserve to be forgiven, and she was forgiven. If I were to sit here and tell you guys everything that this person has done, I could ruin someone's life, and that is not my intentions. I don't plan to ruin anyone's life. If that was the case, I would start making a series about shot. There would be a 50-part series like the girl on TikTok who made the Who the Fuck Did I Marry TikTok. Like, I would do the same damn thing. But at the end of the day, that was still my best friend for over 20 years. I just wanted to share why we're not friends. And everything else that happened stays in the past. So I just wanted to clear the air. I just wanted to say that. And I hope that anyone who was offended, anyone who's writing those long paragraphs about their addictions or their family's addictions, anything like that, I hope that you hear where I'm coming from. And if you're one of those people and you feel like you still have more to say to me, if you feel like you want to talk to me about something, my emails are open, okay? ContactHeyParis@gmail.com. Email me. I will email you back. We can talk. I have no issue with that. DM me on Instagram. I can send you voice notes. We can talk. I don't have a problem. I'm not one of those people who tries to brush things under the rug. If what I'm saying still makes you angry and upset, talk to me directly. Send me an email, send me a DM. I will reply to you. Let's talk. And hopefully we can meet in a middle ground. But even if we can't, at least we got the opportunity to hear each other's sides. And with that being said, yeah, I deleted the video because I didn't want anyone other than the person I was talking to feel any type of way. And apparently people did. And although majority of the people were on my side, even if it was 4 or 5 people who felt like, Paris, like what you're saying is really hurting my feelings, or I know someone, I love someone who has this issue and I don't like the way you're speaking about it. I don't want anyone to feel that way because I don't know the person whose feelings I'm hurting. I'm only speaking to this specific person, and that's why I'm opening my DMs and opening my emails to anyone who wants to talk to me, because you deserve to be heard. And that's it. I don't have anything else to say. I'll see you guys in the next one.